Welcome Technology Advice viewers to this week's Product Spotlight. Today I'm joined by Gordon Russell, the CEO of Springboard Retail. Gordon, we'll go ahead and jump right into the first question. Describe Springboard Retail in one sentence.
Springboard Retail is a retail management system, including point of sale and full end-to-end functionality for multi-channel, multi-unit retailers, and specifically geared towards multi-unit larger retailers.
Great. Well, what differentiates you from your competitors?
Well, I think at the highest level, what differentiates us is the fact that we are retailers. I'm a 20-year veteran of specialty apparel retailing and actually built the system based on my experiences in that role. So therefore we have domain knowledge that I think is outstanding and a differentiator, and that is reflected in our product. Retailers who are using our product understand quickly and instinctively that it was built by someone that understands their business.
Wonderful. Well, tell us about your ideal customers. Who are they?
Well, our ideal customer would be a retailer that sells a higher value product, that has repeat customer traffic, that gets to know their customer and have a relationship with their customer, a retailer who has multiple channels or multiple storefronts. So we handle all of that functionality that they require to make their business successful. Springboard Retail is very flexible and extensible, and we have a variety of customers. Some of the ones that come to mind are regional retailers like Vestique, which is in the Carolinas. I think they have approaching 10 stores. XCVI, which is a national wholesale brand that moved into brick and mortar retailing recently, and they actually started with Square, converted to Shopkeep, and then from Shopkeep went to Springboard Retail as they grew. So those are several examples of retailers that are our customers.
All right, well, tell us about your pricing model.
As a former retailer, I'm very sensitive to pricing. I would be always frustrated by the fact that I had to buy additional seats and licenses and support and maintenance and all of this other stuff. So we've really kept it very simple. Springboard is a cloud-hosted, web-based application or suite of applications. We charge based on active selling stations per month, so that we will ramp up with a retailer when they're in their busy season, and at peak they can easily launch a new selling station on an iPad, an iPad mini, a Windows laptop, a MacBook. We're portable across platforms and devices. And then when they get into slower periods, they don't utilize those selling stations. They're not charged for those selling stations. We also have a tiered structure. So smaller retailers who don't need as much functionality can start on what we call our standard tier. And then we have professional, and we have enterprise, and we have our franchise tier. So it's geared both on the tiered level for functions and features, and everyone pays only when they use an active selling station.
Well, what kind of limitations does Springboard Retail have?
A limitation Springboard Retail has is that we don't handle anything in the quick serve or food side of retailing. So if you've got a coffee shop or an ice cream shop or a white tablecloth restaurant, we don't have functionality to support that. That's a separate segment that one day we'll get into, but we're not approaching that segment now.
Great. Well, let's talk about implementation.
Well, we at Springboard Retail have created a product that really is very simple to implement. We have many retailers who have had really no contact with us and have implemented Springboard Retail successfully on their own. We have a fully functional customer success team and professional services team that's available to handle implementation and professional services for retailers who need it. The best practice that we've come up with for retailers is to utilize what we call our Quick Start, which provides them with a dedicated customer success resource, which will sit down with them and map out their implementation and configure the product and help them understand their needs and utilize Springboard to the fullest. Also identify requirements for professional services such as data migration or implementation, which we can handle for them as well.
Well, that's all great. Thank you for joining us, Gordon. If you would like to find out more about Springboard Retail, check out our website, TechnologyAdvice.com, where we can help you find the best technology that fits the needs for your business. Thanks for watching.